Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boys. It sound right, boys. it sound right, boy.
Is my mic working? I mean, I need to see that. Wait, hold on. I'm relearning how to use these boards. Let's see here. Now I can't see my. All right, there I am. Oh gosh, I'm so tiny. Okay. So let me try that one. I want my. Hold on. Don't bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, there's that. All right, so I want that over there. I do apologize, guys. Hold on. What is a QR code? What the hell is that? Okay, so there's that. There's got to be a way I can. I know I just did it. All right. Well, never mind. Well, as long as you all can hear me, I just did this. I mean, this is frustrating. No, it's not under assets. Style, no. Notes, don't need the notes. People. Let me increase my audio up a little bit there. Hopefully that sounds a little bit better. We're at 1080p. I just did this. All right, now maybe it's just stuck where it is. I don't know. I gotta figure this out. So look at the views at the bottom of your StreamYard screen. Okay, I'm looking at the bottom of the screen. Is it manage layouts? I just want my circle to be bigger. I'll figure it out. As Kevin Samuels used to say, we build it as we go. But shout out to everybody that's here this morning. And I was not supposed to have the day off. I was called yesterday about 1 o'clock, and they was like, you can have tomorrow off. Somebody wants to switch with you, but can you work, still work your Saturday and work your and work Friday? I'm like, yeah, that's fine. So I'm off. 3-day week. I've been off since Monday. I was off Tuesday, Wednesday, and today. And then I will work Friday, Saturday. So my next podcast won't be until, as you guessed it, Sunday morning, when everything should be out in the open as more stuff is coming out. And I love Sarah Bond of Microsoft. That's a fine sister right there. I'm loving what she's doing over there. She's keeping it pimp. I like what she's doing over there. And so good morning to everybody. Big shout out to El Nini's. Always the first one here. El Nini's got a rent. Shout out to El Nini. So live viewer will show up in StreamYard's example. Click on. Okay, so yeah, I did that. All right, cool. Briarles is in the house as N4G or Ghost. Death Stranding for Go. Yeah, I can't. Ghost of Yote is such a good game. It is so well made. Wow. Master Chief, new home PlayStation. Yeah, we're going to talk about that this morning. We're going to talk about it. Plus, Ultra says, good morning. What's going on? Good morning. Good morning. The Hood wants 30%. You damn right. That's why I like Amy. Again, she's in charge of Microsoft. Sarah Bond, the beautiful black woman, Sarah Bond, the one I want to have my child, Sarah Bond. It's between her and Lisa Sue. And then we have the wonderful Amy the Hood, and I love me some Amy the Hood. So, yeah. Oh, Ghost in the Garage. What's happening, brother? What's happening? I need to do this here. Let me invite. Let's see. I'm gonna drop the link, as the kids would say. So yeah, if you can come on up here, Ghost, come on up, brother. I ain't had you on ever. So I know you're busy though. Ghost in the Shell is what do you all say? Living your best life. So, but shout out to Ghost in the Shell. So, I know you're busy, Ghost. If you can't hop on, that's just short notice, man. I'm gonna have to get you on. I know I keep threatening to have you on, then something comes up. So, maybe hit me up, maybe Sunday night, maybe if you got, I know you got family and plans, but Sunday is possible. AB is in the house. So let me see. How do I'll add the stage. I forgot how to. I didn't forget how to do this shit. I'm not using software in a long time.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, AB, what's happening, brother?
You see those like person heads in the center?
Yeah.
Click one of those.
Okay, I see now. All right, that's what it was. That's what it was.
Press the one next to it, and I'll show up.
Okay. Now, all right, that's even. That looks dominant. I kind of like that one too. It makes me feel powerful.
Yeah.
There's that one. Oh, I like that one. That's what I'll use for going forward. Right there, that big fat one. Yeah. Everybody can see a good picture of my favorite snow bunny in my avatar, Aloy, right there. So, what's happening? What's going on, AB? How you doing, brother?
Just waking up.
I'm about to say you up early. You're up early, man. So, what is going on? What's going on in the world of the manosphere? A quick update. What's happening? Shout out to BGS. That stream he did yesterday about the table was really good. So,
and that's what's going on. They were talking about the table last night. I was tired, so I went to bed.
Yeah. I didn't realize he was coming on, but yeah, for BGS, that was 10 o'clock for me, but for him, it's what, 7 or 8 o'clock. So
yeah, they're like 3 hours behind.
Yeah, so it makes sense. But shout out to BGS for that. That was a good one. What games you been playing, AB? This is my little gaming stream, but you're always welcome, especially if you want to talk.
Believe it or not, I went back to Skyrim for a little bit.
Oh, really? Skyrim?
Yes.
Oh, that's a great game. Did you start over, or did you already have a save going?
I've had tons of saves going. I never really finished them. I finished it on the 360, but I haven't really finished one on my Xbox One yet. But I'm doing a new playthrough. For once, I didn't name the character myself. I gave it some weird name, and I want to do a werewolf run through.
Okay. Now, what race are you using in Skyrim? I always use the Red Guard, but which one do you use?
I can't help myself. I will use a Dark Elf every now and then, but I always go back to the Red Guard.
Yeah. To me, the Red Guard is a perfect mixture of the of everything. Because he can learn to sneak. But if you get turned into a werewolf in that game, that is a lot harder to deal with than it was in Oblivion. Oblivion, I was getting away with everything as a werewolf. That one, they actually would have people in the town to defend themselves against me. I'm like, oh, hell nah. Not werewolf, vampirism. You can be a werewolf, that's right. But you can also turn into a vampire and or a werewolf, I think, in Skyrim, or both. I think I turned into both at the time. Yeah. So, yeah. But no,
that's a storyline with the vampires part of the DLC, but yeah.
Yeah. That's a great game. I really see when they remastered Oblivion, which is still, I mean, it's still one of my favorite games. I wish they had done that to Skyrim as well, because I prefer Skyrim's story over Oblivion's. But Oblivion's background, the way the setting, I should say, for me, it's just my opinion, it was better. Yeah, but both are very good. So both are very good.
Yeah, I never got through the assassin story on Oblivion, but I went through Dark Brotherhood on Skyrim, and quite frankly, I love the last mission, especially if you read the lore. That motherfucker deserves to die.
Oh yeah,
that emperor deserves to get killed.
Yeah, I agree.
You dismantle my blades, man. No, dude. You need to go. You need to go.
Yeah, brother, you got to bounce. I understand. Yes, sir. El Nini in the house says tomorrow we will learn new Halo projects from Halo Studios. So is it they're just called Halo Studios now? I didn't know they changed their name.
Yeah, they changed the name to Halo Studios.
Okay. Yeah. And there's practically zero hype. That's what's sad about it. That's really sad because I'm a Halo fan on how Xbox destroyed its flagship IP will be studied in universities. I agree. They just
I don't think they can do much worse than Sega, but okay.
Yeah. And to me, Halo Reach, that's the one
I mean, Halo still got plenty of fans. What Sega did to Sonic should really be studied.
Yeah, Sonic sold out and went to the movies, so he getting that movie money now.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so tomorrow allegedly there's supposed to be allegedly. I always have to say it, preference that. But in the next 48 hours, there could be a Halo announcement going to PlayStation. Allegedly. So that's kind of the scuttlebutt on the streets right now. So
as far as Mass Effect goes, I'm doing another full playthrough, 1 through 3. Only this time I'm screwing Ashley instead of Liara. I always screw Liara for some reason.
Well, when they focus tested, Liara always wins out. But again, that's why Liara they did the Shadow Broker DLC.
I'm sorry, Craig. I get a kick out of saying I'm fucking the Shadow Broker.
Oh yeah, well that's you are indeed. Spoiler alert.
I know, sorry. I get a kick out of saying I'm fucking the mob boss.
Yeah, there you go.
And I can justify it too because there's something worse coming along.
Yeah, she's but the best playthrough I did with that game was I hooked up with Ashley in the first one. I hooked up with Miranda in the second one, and in the third one I hooked up with Allers, the girl that's doing does the battle space, the news thing. I hooked up with her. Yeah, I hooked up with her, and I went back and hooked up with Liara, and I saved Miranda. It's affectionately we call it in the Mass Effect community the Captain Kirk run because you get all the girls. So, but it was very difficult. It was very difficult to do that.
Believe it or not, I did screw Jack in one playthrough.
And see, though now when you do get her to submit, she's a little sweeter than you thought. She's sweeter than I thought she would be. But yeah, she's had a tough life.
She does a sweetheart in there somewhere, but yeah.
Yeah, since she's a bald-headed mental case. Well, not when you get past her walls, So, I mean, when you get past that initial wall, when you do her loyalty mission in Mass Effect 2, that's where you can make. Is that where you try to make her mood? You just keep talking to her on the ship. Is that what you did?
On the ship, actually.
Yeah.
Then you have to have enough points to stop her and Miranda from.
From going at it. Yeah. But Miranda, my guy, I can go into that playthrough after getting with Ash in the first game And no matter what, I end up hooking up with Miranda because my God, she's got that ass. I mean, what can you do about this? You know?
Yeah, they had to tone that down in the remaster because
which pissed me off. Yeah, they took that whole scene off. My God, what are we doing here? So, man, they're saying the crazy ones got the good. I can attest for that. Yeah,
I'll give you wrong. Miranda is fine. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. And she always, if you romance her, you have a better chance to save her in Mass Effect 3. When my first Mass Effect 3 playthrough, I didn't do too hot on it. I went back like
the irony. You want to hear the irony? I never got the Mass Effect 3 with her and her father. I never got the bad one. Ever.
What do you mean?
The one where she dies?
Oh, that ending. Yeah. Well, if you don't, there is a way. I mean, the first time I did it, I just didn't have enough points. Mm-hmm. But if you romance her, you can I can't say automatic. This is the greater chance she will survive. It's go ahead.
You have to meet with her at least 3 times. The 3 times you have to find her on the Citadel the 3 times.
Yeah.
So nothing happens.
Yeah, then you can slay her again in that room.
I didn't know that, but okay.
Yeah, you can get with her in that room again when she's looking for information. So, but that's a cool game. I don't know how to mod, but if I knew how to mod, I would use all those mods. I like that Cerberus mod where you can, instead of having the Alliance uniforms, you have the Cerberus black, white, and gold uniform. That looks good. That's just a good.
I actually prefer the Alliance uniforms, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Pretty good.
I kind of my father was a Marine, so dressing up in uniform, but having a uniform, I like that Star Trek feel. I put that blue uniform on. I kind of like that Star Trek feel.
Yeah. Jack is crazy, but she's like that because she's protecting herself. So AB's right, and get past that wall. She's extremely sweet.
Well, she's been through hell, so it's understandable.
Yeah, and she's a good person because she's the one helping those students at the
Eventually,
school.
I'm gonna have to point tally because I want to see that. I want to see that picture live that we did.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And no matter what you do, she ends up with Garrus. Like no matter what you do. She ends up with Garrus. So, but yeah, Tally and Jack appeal. Like if I was 20 years younger, Jack would be more my speed. But I like that steadiness. And with Ashley, if you're mean to Ashley when she's in the hospital, if you just dismisses of her, when she
renegade. In other words, you do the renegade options.
Yeah, if you do all those options, Ashley will not join you on the ship. Like really? She won't come. Yeah, she will say I got a choice between she doesn't even say I have a choice between Hackett and going back on the Normandy. First time, like when I did it and I was mean to her, she just your character that says, I'm glad to see you up and ready to take on the Reaper. She said, yeah, I've been assigned to Hackett's ship. And he's like, oh, that's a good ship. So, so that's, but yeah, they ultimately you can just dismiss her totally. So, but I think Ashley's a good character. So I actually met her voice actress, a young black girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I met her at a Comic-Con. And not just her. I mean, it wasn't just me. It wasn't a special meet. It was just several. I mean, we waited in line for like an hour to meet her.
Yeah, I usually play Paragon, except when I go into Chunka.
Yeah. So I do Paragon.
When I go into Chunka, especially when that dude's talking shit, I headbutt that motherfucker every time. Like, who's you talking to?
Yeah. He's like, you dare.
By the way, you do know who that is, right?
Doing that voice?
Yes.
Not for the one I headbutted. Are you talking about the one for Grunt or the one?
No, the one that did that you headbutt.
Oh no, whose voice is that?
Michael Dorn.
Michael who? You cut
otherwise
out.
Known as Lieutenant Commander Worf. Michael Dorn.
Oh, okay. All right, so he's doing 2 roles because he also is the voice of Grunt, or not Grunt. So,
I didn't know that. I didn't know he's the voice of Grunt too.
Yeah, he's not Grunt as well. Yeah, he when they did their voice actor review, I'm like, oh man, for Mass Effect.
Yeah, Michael Dorn. For those you don't know, Lieutenant Worf on Star Trek: Next Generation.
Yeah, he was like, he said, they keep pulling me back into these space things. I can't get away from them. So, but yeah, that's a cool character too. Grunt's a cool character.
Oh yeah, I love Grunt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a Mass Effect 3.
What they call him, the pure Krogan?
Yeah, pure Krogan.
Purest form.
Yeah, except he had a genophage. But yeah, but they all had a genophage. So
yeah, no, I always end up curing because I always save Rex and I always end up curing the genophage.
Yeah, I cannot not cure the genophage. After you talk to Mordin, it's like, yeah, it's the right thing to do, which is kind of where he got to.
Now, if we from what I heard, if you let Rex die and get that other character, it's a little bit more iffy. But yeah,
and that's Rex is he's modeled after Martin Luther King, and Reeve is modeled after Malcolm X. That's literally what they're modeled after. The way they both think. Reeve will go to war, but yeah, you end up if you don't cure the genophage, you trick him. Rex finds out, and you end up killing him on the Citadel. Yeah. It's you don't do the shooting though. It's a cut scene. So
yeah,
it's a cut scene. So but you get the Salarian support. So that's kind of what it ends up. It's kind of a choice between the Salarians and the Krogan. That's what they want you to think.
I know Salarians are very intelligent, but I'll take the Krogan any day of the week.
Yeah, to go to war. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the Salarians are like they're like special operatives anyway. Like, I mean, remember Odina said the Salarians like their wars won before they're even fought. So meaning that they put all these things in place so that any move you make, they're gonna already be there. Am I looking forward to Exodus? Absolutely. I've been following Exodus. This is unveiled at Game Awards with Matthew McConaughey. I think he's one of the characters in the game.
I told you what games on my radar, that Mortal Kombat collection. I'm looking for that.
When's that come out? Is it next week?
Next week.
It does come out next week?
Yep, I get paid next week too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's going to sell big, especially with Sony having that new fight stick.
Oh, yeah, and I get on the 34. Oh, yeah, that game's coming in my collection.
Yeah. No.
It's supposed to come out digitally on the 30th.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, damn. That's
the physical, I think, is coming out. If I'm not mistaken, the physical is coming out in December.
Right. All right. Yeah, I may get the physical one. But damn, man, that's next week.
Evidently, in all the games, you can have infinite fatality time, and you can even have the your moveset on screen when you're playing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll help a lot of people. And then the one button fatality, that's what when they went to that, I usually use I press down on the L button. I think that's the button I used to use, just for the one button fatality. But that's good. I'm glad that game it's hard to believe that game is over 30 years old. It's still relevant. So good.
Yeah, it's over 30 years old if you count the first one, yeah.
Yeah. And if you don't know D-Rex, Exodus, you can wish list that game now on PlayStation, Steam, or Xbox. So I've already wish listed. So as soon as it comes out, the purchase. That and that Expanse game, I'm getting both of them.
I'm kind of interested to see what the Super Nintendo version looks like now.
Oh, as far as Mortal Kombat?
The first Mortal Kombat. Now, say what you want about that. Now, you say what you want about that port. Yes, it didn't have blood, and it sucked, but some of the fatalities were still pretty cool.
Yeah, well, they had the better looking version. I still remember that. Yeah. Sony's ran better. It ran better because it was running at like 40 frames or 50 frames per second. But the Nintendo one was 30, but it was a direct come. They just took the fatalities out, which pissed off a lot of people. So
when Mortal Kombat 2 ran around, they said I saw a documentary. They said Nintendo told them just put all the blood you want in there.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
They did a whole 180 on the second game and the third one.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's they needed to do something because that was people actually left Nintendo and went to Sega, and ultimately Nintendo outlasted them. But a lot of people ended up buying Sega Genesis,
and Sega was still the inferior Pope, but it had blood in it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was to me. It was inferior in every way. It didn't have the right sounds. The sound was kind of off. It would be have a game.
I was like, man, the sound is horrible.
Yeah.
The stages look like crap too.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they did. Yeah, the background, the draw distances were all bad, and the characters' faces weren't. I mean, but you forgave it because they had the blood. Another announcement is the control patch. If you have a PS5 Pro, make sure you download and play that control because it's a monster. They are literally saying that game is running 100 FPS on your Pro. So if you have the right TV or monitor, like a lot of you all unfortunately still have 60 hertz TVs, you gotta try to get a 120 hertz television or a new monitor. I got a new monitor that's 480 hertz. So I hooked up my other Pro to it, and it is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Mm-hmm.
I heard a rumor that they're trying to delay GTA 6 again.
Nah, it is a rumor. It's not delayed, okay. But they have an earnings call in like 2 more weeks. So, but it looks like it's on track to come out when it does. They talk about people are going to be calling in sick and taking off that day. And I heard they're going to do another midnight release. That's what I've been.
Evidently, it's not going to run on the current hardware.
It can run. The what they've shown runs on is running on PS5. Both trailers are running.
I heard it's not going to run. It's not going to be able to run on PS5.
No, it's running on PS5.
Okay.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, they've got 3 builds of it, all running on PS5. Different graphic settings, different resolutions, and different performance modes. Okay. That is coming from some pretty high out. I was told that it's going to be on the Pro, and I've been saying this for over a year. It's going to be 60 frames per second. They just don't know if it's going to be like 1296p upscaled or 1440p upscale. But yeah, it's running. If you watch the second trailer at the end, it says captured on PS5. So, okay. Yeah, so it's running fine. Because that trailer was running at 30 frames per second, and it is a capture of gameplay, and you can see where there's gameplay. Like you can tell when you're doing, like when he's lifting weights, that's gameplay. When they're driving around, that's gameplay. So that's I was like, oh yeah, that's gameplay. It's just the cinematics are so well done now, you just can't tell. It's like, my goodness gracious, it's good. So. This is the guy, Hero Down Under. Shout out to Hero Down Under. Listening all the way from Australia. Said control on his PS Pro and OLED. It's over 112 FPS. There you go. 112 FPS. Wow. Now, let me ask you, Hero Down Under. The background, remember when the people are talking in the background and it sounds muffled? Is it still like that? Is that part of the game? Or is it wasn't just the way the game was made and it sounds terrible? Also, the head of Remedy Games just stepped down. So apparently that something FCR Fire, whatever it was, it lost them a shit ton of money. So, but yeah, Grand Theft Auto 6, that is running on the PS5. I literally verified that. I'm like, all right, is this running on PC or PS5? I mean, no, it's running on PS5 because they have the, he says it's part of the game. Oh, man, okay. But you can barely understand what they're saying in the background. What the hell are they talking about? It sounds like that's what it sounds like. I'm like, well, maybe the sound is wrong. They said it's part of the game. You haven't noticed the jump. They haven't changed the sound. Are the graphics better? Did they change the graphics, or is it just the FPS? I'm talking to somebody in the chat. AB, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, but so yeah, but not GTA 6 is that thing's gonna roll out, and they think it's gonna push. What was that? It's told about another 11 to 14 million PS5s because they're helping Rockstar Games make that game with their Ice-T. Allegedly. So all the graphics are sharp.
I saw the new trailer, but have you heard anything about the Wolverine game?
Yeah, it's on track. People cracked me up with it because they were like, well, Sony and Insomniac aren't talking about it. It's like, well, it's not their game. It's Marvel Studios has its own gaming studio called Marvel Games. And
yes,
it's their game. It's their game. It's just Sony's making the game. So they're on track. And remember, they're making Blade. They're making the Marvel, the 1943 game with Captain America and Black Panther. So all of those games are in the pipeline, and people were like, well, it's, why are they not talking about it? Well, they can't talk about it because it's not their game. It's not their shit. Spider-Man's, they got a little more leeway because they do own movie and animation rights to Spider-Man, but or movie rights. Well, no, animation rights as well. No, animation rights went back to Marvel. I think animation and comics rights went back to Marvel. I think Sony forfeited those. But it's the Wolverine game looked fine to me. I mean, you could tell it's an alpha, but he's comic book accurate because I think in the comics he's 5'5" or 5'6" or something like that. Yeah, so he looks 5'6" in the trailer. So I'm like, he does look shorter, but that's the way he is. Of course, Hugh Jackman in real life is 6'1", so he's already not a comic book one. But when they did the Deadpool Wolverine movie, that short Logan they showed, that was the comic book accurate one. People were like, well, if people wanted to know what it looked like, it was comic book accurate. That's what he would look like. And he was like 5'3", 5'4". So, they said, okay, Hero Down Under saying the control is much. I may go ahead and pull that out today. But man, oh man, let me get to my other banner here, AB, which is this. I want to really talk about this one, guys. The Ghost of Yotei is a hit. So the boycott has failed tremendous. Oh, it's such a big hit. Ghost went woke and the others went broke. So it is a huge hit. It is such a fun game. I played it last night.
She's a female character or something.
Yeah, she's a female. Well, she's not a ghost. Mine is not a. They call her a ghost now. I don't know when she got that name, but I was fighting somebody and I did the Anya. People in the audience with the Anya yell where you press down on the L1 and R1. Or whatever it is, the thumbs and R3, I guess it is, and L3. And she did that howl, and they just said, oh my God, it's the ghost or something like that. So, so I don't know when she became that, but I've got some cool. Here's what was frustrating for me is that I didn't know how to change the armament colors. Then I realized, you got to go out and find all this different dye, and then you will be camping, and people will come up into your campsite, and they will ask you, do you want to change your armor? Do you want a different type of sword? You want to check your sword to make sure it's as sharp as it can be. So, and I've got some cool looking outfits. I got that purple and black outfit with the red dye on. Oh my God, it looks so good. But I'm having fun with that game. So Ghost of Yotei won. I mean, so the gamers won. These people that are in the gaming space have no business being here. And
remember, these are the same people that cried about Assassin's Creed Shadows with the black dude in China. I mean, in Japan.
Yeah, and that's a good game too. I got to see. I stopped playing that game when I started playing Yotei, and I had to relearn. I kept getting killed in Yotei because I was trying to play it like Assassin's Creed because both females. And again, I want to make this clear: there are similarities. Both female. Both are on revenge stories. So those two things are the same. They both ride horses. So there are a lot of things. But if Shadows, there's nothing wrong with Shadows though. But Yotei it's the better game. But I expect Sony's first party games to be better than third party games. And this one is. It is clear that it is. But I took out another bounty yesterday. I don't know, something Chuta or something like that, but I like that character. I like her. They will be like, you come upon people and they're like, you're the person that killed the snake. And she's like, yeah. And what are you going to do about it? Because she's got an attitude. I like that attitude. Okay. Very, very feisty, but it won. The gamers won. The game went woke. And now all these other people were crying online, AB, yesterday, complaining, saying, "Oh, the data's wrong," and
look. You're talking to a brother that played through the Tomb Raiders.
Oh yeah, those are good games too.
I have no problem playing as a female protagonist. In fact, I just re-downloaded the last 3 games because I want to go through them.
Yeah.
I've been through the first one, but I haven't been to the other 2, Rise of the Tomb Raider and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I have no problem doing a female protagonist. Now, to be fair, when I'm playing an RPG, I prefer a male.
Yeah. I
kind of prefer a male.
Yeah, I agree.
I might eventually do I might eventually do a Mass Effect playthrough of the female because I want to see what the Garrus.
Oh yeah, you can do Garrus and or Liara. If you still want to be with Liara, you can go in and still throw a hump on Liara. So
I want to see what the Garrus romance looks like with female Shepard.
Yeah, with Film Shep. Yeah. I Film Shep is. I played the first 2 games as Film Shep. The story does not flow as well. Now that DLC, you do the DLC when you go to that to go with what's her name? Good grief, I can see her face. Kasumi. That DLC with the Film Shep is fantastic. It is fantastic. It's better dialogue. It makes much more sense. But
let me guess. Old boy was flirting with her.
A little bit, yeah. And Kasumi does a little flirting too. But Kasumi likes Jacob. Kasumi got a thing for the brother, Jacob.
That's right. I do remember her saying that.
Yeah. So, Outside Gaming Night says I play as females and mostly. Okay. Well, yeah, I agree with AB. I mean, in the sense that when I play RPGs, I will play generally as a male. But this Ghost game is so well done, especially with the and I just got the Odachi, that big long sword, the Odachi. So in the Ghost of Tsushima, he changed stances, which was cool as well. I want to make that clear. But she changes weapons, and she's got to because she's a female, and she can't take on a whole bunch of people. I mean, I could take on maybe 3 people with her, but eventually she's gonna get sliced when you get that 4th person in there.
In other words, this is more of a stealth game, huh?
For me personally, yeah. And so was Ghost of Tsushima. It was stealth. It was difficult, but yeah, for her, because there's so many numbers against her, you do more stealth. It's similar to Assassin's Creed. If you use the girl, she can't fight all those guys. They'll overwhelm her. So you use stealth, you take down as much as you can, and if you're left with maybe 7 or 8 guys, you can if you play Assassin's Creed, you can run away from them. You can't do that in Ghost of Yotei. You in the fight. Assassin's Creed, you can actually disengage and go hide again, and then try to take them down with stealth. It's fine. It's actually a cool part of that game. So Halamoko says, "Yo,
I love what they did with the current version of the Tomb Raider. They made it more stealth-like. They made it slightly more realistic.
Yeah. I mean, that part when they crash in that airplane and Jonah being the biggest simp in the world. I mean, he falls out of an airplane, crashes, survives it, and he can't even get side boob from Laura. I'm like, man, there ain't no way I'd be taking that from her. Like, bitch, I'd have been attacked by lions and tigers and bears. I'm taking it.
Yeah, don't go on porn sites. You can actually find video of them boinking that version of Laura.
Oh man. All right. Oh, one shot plus Ultra says one shot with the drop swords. Yeah, I mean, again, Atsu, that's her name. She ain't gonna be able to fight a whole bunch of guys. It's not realistic, especially those, they call them brutes. I mean, they're the same type of people in Assassin's Creed Shadows. The big guys they got the same weapons, katanas. They have guns, like they had them in that as well. So, yes, the Japanese did have guns on their island. Whether you understand that or not, you need to read your damn history. So, yeah, great game, and I am so glad that the game is won.
Because them white boys were talking about it's not historically accurate to have the black dude in there, and I think about that. Like, wait a minute, this is the Assassin's Creed series. Yeah. They literally tell you on almost every Assassin's Creed game, this is not an accurate depiction of history.
Yeah, clearly it says that. Yeah, it says at the beginning of the game.
Tell you that on on almost every description of their games.
Yeah,
this is fiction. They tell you that.
Yeah. Some of the characters you meet may be real, but what they were doing is not real. I mean, Cassandra is not from Atlantis, neither is Alexio. I mean, it's all part of the game. Like, why is Cassandra so strong? Well, then you find out she's 50% Atlantean. Okay, that explains why Cassandra is so strong. But I've said before, it's like they took a Wonder Woman, and that's what she is. People are like, well, DC Games, they canceled Wonder Woman, the Wonder Woman game. Like, well, you want to play as Wonder Woman, play Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and then use Cassandra.
Or Xena.
She's effectively, she's Wonder Woman. She fights just like her. The only thing she doesn't have is the rope. So, the lasso, I should say.
A lasso of truth, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. So then the other major news is from Sarah Bond.
Cassandra eventually, but I want to do Alexios Sauce first.
Yeah.
That's a very long game.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, I played that game twice. And I started playing with Alexios, and it just didn't flow good. But with Cassandra, the conversations flow a lot better. Somebody's emailed me about the whole thing with Warner Brothers. So if you don't know, Netflix has not ruled out bidding for Warner Brothers. So this, know,
Netherrealm is up for sale. Evidently, Netherrealm is up for sale too.
What is up for sale as well?
Netherrealm.
Oh, okay. Well, Netherrealm, isn't that part of Warner? Or is that not? All right, yeah, because that's Warner Discovery. Yeah, so the thing is that is Warner Brothers going to sell it all to one entity, or will they break it into different businesses, which is what it sounded like they were doing on Tuesday. It sounded like on Tuesday that they were breaking it up and they were just going to let people come in, and some bid for TV movies, some bid for DC active entertainment or something like that, interactive entertainment. That's the gaming and anime. I know Sony wants some of the game studios and the anime, but for all you all still following the story, Netflix has not. And this story came yesterday at about 3:30. Netflix market cap by 2030 is $1 trillion. My God.
Yeah, I think I'm pausing my Netflix subscription for next month.
Yeah, I have not. I always wait till Black Friday. They usually will have a 1-year deal for like $7.99 or something like that. So
okay.
But for everybody who's been following this story, if they're following me, they're going to follow this story because I've been following this. Netflix still hasn't ruled it out. Doesn't mean they're going to do it, but I know they're one of Netflix and Apple, Amazon, Sony. All of them are in on. Where am I? There we go. They're all in on that, I should say.
Hold on.
Yep,
where's it? Oh,
pull up my next story. Actually, it should be here. I don't have it. Damn it. Yeah. All right, here we go. So we're moving into the Sarah Bond one. I want you all's opinion on this. I want you all's opinion on this. Let me put this on the screen because you all are pretty good at what do you think the cost of this next Xbox is going to be? This is an audience question because Sarah Bond, the beautiful Sarah Bond, has already said people need to start getting it ready. And if you don't know, this is the Xbox handheld. In essence, it's a ROG Ally. It's got that little X button up there. You press X, and then it gives you Steam. And if you have a Steam account, you can put your Steam games on there. So, but it says here, I can tell you right now, this is from Sarah Bond. I can tell you right now that the next gen console is going to be a very premium, very high-end, curative experience. That's another way of her saying you better start getting it ready. Get your money ready. You're starting to see some of the thinking that we have with this handheld, but I don't want to give it away. Again, it's going to be expensive. Y'all better start getting it ready. Oh, man. Oh, there we go. So Xbox has been asking its studio. This just came out this morning. Don't know if you know about this one, AB. So Xbox has been asking its studios to hit higher profit margins since 2023. Now you all maybe understand your price hikes, okay? Because they cannot in one breath ask a group of people who's contracting to not pay for anything. Y'all got to do that. So, and there's your reason right there. Microsoft financial officer, Amy the Hood. So there you go. I told you all, y'all are Phil Spencer's in there. Phil Spencer is not in charge. Amy the Hood is. So that's who's in charge. And then Sarah reports to her, and Amy the Hood reports to Satya Nadella. Now we're parting to this new guy. So it is what it is. Guys, y'all better.
It is what it is. Sorry, I was on the phone call.
Oh no, you good? Everybody's got a life. so just looking at what these guys are saying now, trying to get a see, get my audience to interact.
I wish they would lower the price of the console though.
Nah, yeah, well, that won't happen because they there you go. Somebody says y'all better get it ready. You damn right. You better get it ready. And Rich Swag Lord, how come I haven't been invited to your wonderful podcast? I should be like a guest of honor or something. Wink, wink, nod, nod. Shout out. Make sure you all follow the Swag Lord over there. Make sure you all go to his channel and sub. He's a good dude. He's got a good podcast. It would be better if I was on it, of course.
I'll be okay if they I'll be okay if they at least come down. Well, no, they ain't gonna come down on their prices. At least come down on the damn memory port because I need at least 2 terabytes.
Well, I thought the new one was 2 terabytes. In the new one, 2 terabytes. But it is expensive. Isn't it like almost $800? I'm like, well, you might as well get a PC. Yeah, you might as well get a PC. That's what I would do. I'm gonna have. I need more space in my damn PC. I just now somebody is saying that Yahweh. Yeah, you're right. He's factual. He was a black samurai, but he's not part of that story. But he's a real character in a fictional setting. That's what AB was saying. How they literally before every Assassin's Creed game, it literally comes up on the screen. This is a work of fiction by a multicultural group of people and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, Leonardo da Vinci was not part of the Assassin's Creed,
right?
I mean, he was a character in the game, but he wasn't.
Evidently, he may have been Cesare Borgia's lover, but anyway.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, really? Didn't know that. Oh. All right. Asus products have been okay. Nah, yeah, I had Asus motherboard. I think the first motherboard I ever had was an Asus motherboard. So yeah, they made. It's not that they're look. I'm okay with what Microsoft is doing. I got to tell my audiences all the time, AB. I don't mind what Microsoft is doing. I just thought they should have been more upfront with their customers. That's what I would have done. And somebody said this ain't Mass Effect. Oh, we talked about Mass Effect for about 10 minutes. You missed it. But yeah. I mean, to me, they're being more honest now, and it's Sarah and Amy the Hood is running that show now. So, and I shout out to both those ladies. I hope they both do a good job. I think Sarah Bond's doing a good job. So, so yeah, it's not. So, oh man, he said I'm invited, but not Chocolate Thunder. Oh man, he got to stay at home. All right, he got to stay at home and maybe bust some cheeks somewhere else. So, but yeah, the Asus products have been wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Again, shout out to you, AB. I'm on Rich the Swag Lord says shout out to AB Media. So make sure y'all sub to AB as well. He be putting in what did the kids say? He be putting in work.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. So it's but yeah, that's I was with my audience saying that's pretty much all I had this morning. I was getting up to go to IHOP and all my text, my email was going crazy. So yeah, it's been an eventful morning with Microsoft demanding 30% more. Now you're starting to see why they raised the prices of Xbox. Sarah Bond saying that it's going to be a premium experience. Again, shout out to Sarah Bond. Y'all going to be paying for that new Xbox or whatever you want to call it because it's going to be a PC hybrid. That literally is what it's going to do. It's going to be a PC, like a little bitty mini PC you put under the fridge, or not under the fridge, under your thing in your living room. And guess what? I may end up buying it, but unlikely. But I may, because I don't know about the PS6. They're talking about path tracing and stuff like that. So that's cool. There ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. So yeah, major news from Sarah Bond. You better get it ready. So that's and the same with Grand Theft Auto coming out. You all better get ready to spend $100 on the standard edition. Just have it ready. The worst thing that can happen is they don't charge you $100 for it. And you can get the deluxe edition. That's the edition I'm getting. I'm getting the deluxe edition of Grand Theft Auto. So that's going to be $150. I've already put it back. I've already got it ready. So yeah. So oh man. He said he's going on his way home from work and got to go back this afternoon. He says he got well, Well, whatever you're doing on your job, yeah, make sure you do it well. I just happened to get today off. But yeah, AB, you got anything else you want to add, bro? Before we get on up out of here?
Keep gaming. And whatever game on.
Yeah, have fun. Yeah, if y'all haven't played Skyrim or Mass Effect or Witcher, make sure you all check those games. Those are really
three. I still got that on my drive too.
Oh, you did? Yeah. Yeah, you got all three of them or just Witcher 3?
Witcher 3 and Witcher 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, both. Because if you do Witcher 1 and 2, you've got like 34 potential endings in Witcher 3. Like it could go, versus if you just do Witcher 3, you get 3 endings. Mm-hmm. And I've gotten all 3 endings before, so even the bad
the redhead. Everybody goes for
oh, you do Triss?
Yeah, Triss.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I don't. I always take Yennefer only because the conversations just flow better with her. Mm-hmm. And she's part of the plot. Triss, not so much. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with Triss. Yeah, Triss Marigold, I think that's her name. Triss Marigold,
I think that is her name.
Yeah. And then there's Yennefer.
That and that lighthouse scene is hilarious.
Oh, wasn't it though?
He's like, wait, what are they doing? Let me write this down. I'm like, dang.
Yeah, that game was fun. That game was fun. I thought when it first started, when you're first attacked by that Geffen or whatever it was called, Griffin, mm-hmm. thing is called. At that point, it had me. And then if you go back now, if you have a PlayStation or Xbox or PlayStation 5 Pro, they have updated. The game is now in ultra graphics all the way through 60 mm-hmm. frames locked, and it looks stunning. Like I keep on thinking I've got it, mm-hmm. but it keeps saying I don't have that game. Like I have played that game on my PlayStation before.
Yeah, I call Witcher 3 the Monster Hunter Simulator.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. He was the Monster Hunter before Monster Hunter, is what I like to say.
Because in some of the monsters, you really have to look up what their weaknesses are. Like, okay, I need to use this oil. Then it's a breeze to take them out.
Yeah, I agree. That Witcher, Dragon Age, when you take on those, that's all fun and games. But yeah, AB's right, guys. Just keep it gaming.
I played a little bit of the new Dragon Age. I didn't get that far, but it's not that bad.
No. And the team is working on a new Mass Effect, the third act. I mean, you probably didn't get there. Which is the best act of the game. You could tell a different group of people were writing it because of the way it flowed. I'm like, well, this is flowing differently here in the last act of the game. So,
say what you want about Mass Effect 3. It had the best combat, hands down. It's not even close.
Yeah. No, that's true. Yeah. But yeah, and they switched the engine. Remember, it went from the proprietary Mass Effect 1 engine to they upgraded to Unreal. I think it was Unreal 3 they used. I think it's been a while though. But they also, what else are they doing in that game? Well, you have the Legendary Edition. It's all the same engine. They literally put Mass Effect 1 on the Unreal Engine. That's why it feels the same. What's up there, Lady Gamer in the house?
Legendary Edition is the only way to play Mass Effect 1 because it plays like shit on the 360 unless you have a PC.
Yeah, you're right. Because of that proprietary engine. That's BioWare's own.
Is that why it kept glitching and stuff?
Yeah, that's BioWare's engine. If you play the original version of Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2, they made it more of an action RPG. The first Mass Effect game is a true RPG. It plays like that as well. But Mass Effect 2 and 3 are action RPGs, so they watered it down just to be most of your shooting. Now it does have the if you have biotics, you can do that as well, but it's just not. It ain't the same. It says that Andromeda had the best combat. I agree. The Frostbite engine is a great combat engine, a great destruction engine, but the people who made that game did a shitty ass thing of storytelling. The storytelling is shit. So I can say that's just a bad game as far as
I never could finish Andromeda.
Andromeda. And again, I want to make this clear. The last act of Andromeda, the final act, the final 1/3 of that game is wonderful. I'm like, this is actually, and that's why I ended up having to give it a 6 out of 10. I'm like, I was sitting at a 4. I'm like, I really am not enjoying this. There's parts I do like, but it's got processes I do like, but I want that cinematic journey. Frostbite can do it. They just didn't do it for this game. So,
Mass Effect 2, the way you can balance out your weapons. Oh man, I love that.
Oh, Mass Effect 2, yeah.
Yeah, like you can only have, you can limit your weapons like 2 or 3, but it increases your power, so you know, makes up for it. Like I love that system.
Yeah, nah, it's yeah, but Mass Effect Andromeda, had it been called anything but Mass Effect, it would have been a hit game. But when you got that Mass Effect on you, that's like, you know,
no Reapers, yeah,
and then that group was doing the same thing the Reapers were doing in the Milky Way. So, but the Milky Way races having more technology, they got that in there, which makes sense because they come from much further away, so they're gonna have more technology. The Angara only just beginning to be a spacefaring species. I think they said they have only been doing it for like 150 years. So that was all good. You know, them being on the that was almost called it the damn Citadel, whatever that thing was called, your mothership. They couldn't believe, you know, how big the ship was and all that. Like that worked in that game. But just overall, man, the game was trash. So yeah, Andromeda gameplay is great. The story blows. Yeah, that's when you're playing that game, you can get past the story, you'll enjoy the game. But I'm a big story guy, so
me too.
These right now, I'm writing 2 stories right now.
You have a good one. You have a good one, brother.
Oh, you too, AB. Thanks for joining me this morning. Always a pleasure. You know, you got an open door here. Just come on up.
All right, peace out.
Peace. So, all right then, guys. We're about to wind it down here. Any questions or comments about Amy the Hood getting it ready? The major Xbox news this morning was that they are asking, this is coming out of Bloomberg, Microsoft wants a 30% increase in profit. Henceforth, that does explain why they raised the prices. And also allegedly, there's a Halo announcement for PlayStation in the next 48 hours. So if that's true, and if it is, then I won't be able to talk about it until Sunday because I got to work Saturday and I got to work tomorrow. So, so what do you all think about this? So, I also got to figure out. Yeah, I can go to Best Buy as well. So, what are you all saying now? Xbox is still trash. I mean, again, they are changing the way they're doing things. I have no issue with it, but I wish they had been more upfront with their consumers. That's all I can really say. The people that love that brand, the people who wanted to get that stuff from them, they weren't 100% honest with that group of people. And that group of people has an absolute right to be upset with them. So, and they're upset. So, but like Reforged Gaming said, they're just mimicking the company line now. That's all they're doing. They're just, oh, well, they said this was bad, so it must be bad. Yes, it's bad. It's bad. I mean, that's what they're saying. It's just pure lunacy, as far as I'm concerned over there. So it is what it is, though. It's what it is. So, but you got anything else? You got anything else for me? Y'all can name it. You can ask it. So he said, "Okay, okay." But if not, we're gonna get on out of here. I do appreciate you all coming. You all have been a wonderful audience, and I won't be able to talk to you guys until Sunday. So if there's a Halo announcement, I won't be able to go live on that until late Saturday night, which I won't be going live because I'll be watching college football and or early Sunday. So I'll set the stream up for Sunday tomorrow. Okay, we'll just do it like that. That'll be what we do. All right, guys, I appreciate you coming. Y'all have a good rest of the day. Keep it gaming. Deuces.